welcome to ZEGAMA AIZKORRI here in the Basque Highlands. There you go, the 23rd edition of the mythical mountain marathon. It was a tiny little village down in Gipuzkoa by the Basque country, where ever since 2002, mountain runners from the world over have come around like pilgrimage to be a part of this event, where actually it's not the world famous runners, but it's the aficionados, la afición from Gipuzkoa, which really make it a world-class event. There you see the feeling, the absolute blend over between the fans and the runners and the journalists from the world over. This year, once again, we were part of the Golden Trail World Series, and there you go, the icon, Mr. Kilian Jornet himself. Before today, he was already 10 times winner, the record holder with 3:36:40 seconds, a record which he set in 2022. But it was in the year that he was able to beat himself this year. Among his challengers, gold and silver last year were Manuel Merillas and Elusin, and there they went. It was a good day to run up in the Basque Highlands because it was cool enough, yet it was not muddy. Therefore, the balance was in the favor. As for the women, we already had the winner from last year, Daniela Oemus, the German, was coming back. Caitlin Fielder was a contender, but also the Spaniards, as usually, were putting up a good show with Malenosa and Nayara Irigoyen as the top contenders. Unfortunately, Sarah Alonso had to pull out right the night before because she got a fever. So there they went. The whole peloton right there was taking a sharp angle, and there on the very first ramp up the mountain, we could already see Kilian taking the lead. No offense, but it was very clear to everybody here following ZEGAMA that if God himself was willing to push the lines, there was nobody to stop him. And off he went, leading from the start and widening the gap with all the rest of the runners as the race moved on. First, as the race progressed towards Sancti Spiritu, the famous human channel, where the fans, there you see, on the ramps up to AIZKORRI, you can see the special atmosphere. It's almost a magical mile where you climb and you feel, I've done it myself, there you see, it's unique. It's every second you see people calling you by your name and encourage you. Well done, keep it up, push it. You got it, man. And it's a wonderful feeling for any and all of us. There you see the mist coming out of the Basque forest. It's a very special spirit. And we had also the women. By this time, Sylvia Nordskar, the Norwegian, was already on the lead. She was flying below the radar at the beginning, yet she was already the winner and record woman at a Spanish mountain marathon, which was the K42 at Canarias last year. However, since Daniela and Caitlin were here, obviously, together with Malen and Sarah and Nayara, Sylvia was able to fly below the radar, but by the time she reached the AIZKORRI, it was clear that she was on the lead. Same was with Kilian, that as she was progressing towards the line, she was towing the line between record or no record. It was very, very, very close, and Kilian knew it, and he was pushing himself. Meanwhile, the local Malenosa from Basque Country was climbing up in the lines, and the fans were still, from Kilian to the last in line, they were supporting and cheering. If you ever come to run with the Basque, you will enjoy a unique atmosphere in the world, very particularly in the province of Gipuzkoa. whether you love rowing with the traineras or running on the road with the Beovia or whatever sport. There we see Kilian was blazing to the finish line. Would he set the record? Would he not? Oh, it was just by a very few margin that he was off the record, slightly over 1 minute. So once again, it will stay at 3:36.40. This year he did 3:38.7. Therefore, he was able to relax in the last 300 meters and enjoy the funnel to the finish line, celebrate, because believe it or not, this man is now winning ZEGAMA for the 11th time. 11th. Will there be ever anyone that achieved something? Obviously, we were all celebrating with him on this event from the Golden Trail Series 2024. It was obviously unique, and it was quite a feeling to be eyewitness to this one more achievement by the mythical Kilian. Meanwhile, the rest of the runners were coming through the line. Sylvia was by now on the clear lead. However, the podium was very open. There was going to be a close battle for it. And we will finally have two Spaniards following Sylvia. But the Norwegian left no room to imagination. She was flying out. Obviously, she would not be able to beat Nienke Brinkman's record, which was 4:16, believe it or not. It's a unique record by the Dutch woman, 4:16 back in 2022. However, Sylvia was already going great, and there she was, the Hoka runner from Oslo, celebrating with the fans her wonderful performance today. Really something to celebrate together. It's maybe a bit unexpected, but she had already told us at K42 Canarias, and today she surpassed herself at the biggest world marathon in the world. After Sylvia, we had the local talent, local hero Malenosa, still very young runner, but definitely very accomplished as well. And there she was celebrating with the country of Euskadi, the Basque country, Basque region within Spain, celebrating her achievement, which was certainly worth it. And right behind her, we had a third Spaniard from Asturias with the flag, the mythical flag from Asturias. Some of you may remember Fernando Alonso from the same region, and there she was, Marta Martinez, was completing the women's podium. It was quite a celebration for her. So, Kilian Jornet, gold, Elusine El Atsawi from Morocco, and thank you, bye.